Okay, now I'm going to be talking about how we will end this short film. Okay, so near the end of the short film, the character is either going to do something stupid, whether which would involve a suicide attempt. There aren't any confirmations of that yet, as we are still planning it out. I'm still talking about it because I feel and others feel as we feel like we've got to be careful on how we do this, which could be like, I come up with an idea like my character could be standing on a bridge, he's ready to end his life, someone's stopping him, or he's being found to have a breakdown, or and there is a time where I also thought about my character having a breakdown where he's got a glass in his hand or there's a glass on the side. He either chucks the glass or he pushes the glass off the side. Glass is everywhere. He hasn't thought about self-harm at that point, but then he sees glass on the floor, he picks up the glass, and then he goes to cut himself, which there have been many times over the last many years men have done that, where they haven't thought of self-harm, but they have thought of it after smashing something, because there's dangerous objects that they don't give a damn about. They don't give a damn how dangerous it is. They are that low. They feel like they have to punish themselves for being who they are, for not feeling right, because that's how they were treated. And another thing I thought of was medication, whether it's paracetamol. Well, paracetamol isn't really medication, it's like headaches or pains and stuff. Like medication, whether it's could be antidepressants or it could be other kinds of tablets for ill problems, if people cause out injuries or they're diagnosed with an illness and they've got to take those for their health. And he's seeing the tablets and it comes out of his head that someone's medication and he's taking it, or it could be his medication. And I'm not allowing my I wouldn't say allowing, I wouldn't say I'm not gonna rely so much on my director or anyone else to make decisions for me, because I am trying my best to make decisions, because I am trying to think very hard from start to finish. How can we begin it and where it can go from the end, because I don't want to rush into it far too quickly, because there could be some odd bits that we could have done better, and anything could just confuse anyone, and I just don't want that. I want to make this right, and I know I can only do that if I think through it very carefully, which is what I am trying to do. And to go from the low to even lower, and yeah, and for it to end, a friend to either find him what he's doing, if it's either standing at the bridge or find him on the floor with a broken piece of glass in his hand, wanting to hurt himself, or finding him take tablets and she's calling an ambulance, and then a thing on we have like a blackout which has a title saying 2 days later, and they're at home talking, and he's coming from hospital, she's coming in with him, or he, and they're discussing things, and she's supporting him, or he's supporting him, I don't know why I keep saying she for, and yeah, and she's getting him to get help, and they're going from there, because now she knows what's well he I don't know why I keep saying she, I'm sorry. And yeah, now that she knows what he's going through, they're there to help, and to push him to get help, because that's how men are being treated now. They're being pushed to get help and forced to get help because they know they need it, because it's become more of a scary world now. I wouldn't say even scary. I wouldn't say scarier, but it is scary in this world now, knowing what men go through and what we don't know anything about, because you're seeing the outside, you could see them laugh, smile, or anything, but behind inside, you don't know what's going on in there. You don't know what's going on in their head, or what's going on inside the body, because you're only seeing the outside, and you're only seeing what they want you to see, which is pretend to be happy when in real life they're not. And yep, so we're nearly up together with it, and we shall be done very soon with scripts, days, times, locations, indoors, outdoors, and yeah, we're almost up together. We're not quite there yet, but we will be eventually.